All right, good morning, everyone. All righty. My name is Judge Cooper, the presiding magistrate for this, the 26th day of July, 2020, for the purpose of conducting first appearance hearing. To make sure that everyone can hear me, I want y'all to raise your hand, please. Okay, now, do you swear that any information, keep your hands raised, do you swear that any and all information you'll give before the court this morning, to include the information that you filled out on your application for counsel, is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If you agree it's the truth, please put your hands down. If you don't, keep your hands raised. All righty, thank you. I'm gonna take a couple minutes to speak with you all on the nature of these proceedings this morning. First, I'm not here to take a plea or take any information regarding to your case. I'm here to inform you of the charges against you going forward, the allegations of the charges against you going forward, to set bail on those offenses for which I'm allowed to set bail, to schedule a preliminary hearing, and to also ascertain if you're qualified for court-appointed counsel. All right, let me start with your rights. First, you have the right to remain silent, as anything you say can or may be used against you at a later hearing or trial. During this and all proceedings, you have the presumption of innocence until the state proves otherwise. You have the right to an indictment by jury for most felonies or by accusation for misdemeanors. You have the right to a speedy and public trial by jury. You have the right to see, hear, and cross-examine witnesses that are called to testify against you. You also have the right to call witnesses on your own behalf. You have the right to testify should you do so and offer evidence on your own behalf. But should you choose not to testify, no presumption of guilt can be raised against you. You have the right to be represented by an attorney throughout all stages of this proceedings. And this morning, I'll be appointing an attorney to represent you all, each of you individually. You may at a later time hire your own counsel should you choose to do so. Now let's talk about bond. Some of you will be allowed to post an unrestricted bond for your release from jail pending the prosecution of this case. Bond may be posted in cash or property. Cash bond. If I say your bond is $2,000 and you have someone, a family member or a friend with that amount of funds, they'll bring it, post it with the sheriff for your release. That bond amount, along with all fees, once it's posted, you'll be released. Once your case is over with, the person who posted the bond goes back and get the full amount of their funds back. If you do not have someone with that amount of funds, then you may use a bonding company. The difference is a bonding company charges approximately 10 to 15% of the amount of the bond. The difference is the money that's paid to the bonding company is their fee. You won't get that back. Or you may use property. If you have, or someone have deed to a property equals about 3 to 4 times the amount of your bond, they post the deed for your release. And once the case is over with, they go back and get their deed back. Now understand, on all bonds, there's a general restriction, or should I say condition, that you remain law-abiding while you're out on bond. That's a general condition that's on all bond. Now, some folks may have special condition that prohibit you from contacting certain persons, such as a victim or a witness, or from going around certain places. Now, understand that where there's special conditions, those are taken very seriously. You violate the terms of those special conditions, you could be rearrested, you'll have a new charge. And for example, it could be a witness tampering charge or maybe a stalking charge, which carries a 10-year or $10,000 fine. Some of you this morning will be allowed to sign out on an OR bond. Okay, now, there are certain conditions where I'm not authorized to grant you a bond, such as if you're currently on active probation or parole. Under those conditions, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond. And for some charges, myself as a magistrate court judge, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond. Now, if you are charged with a misdemeanor, your preliminary hearing, which is where you appear in front of another judge to ascertain whether there's sufficient facts to support the allegations of an offense. That hearing is scheduled for September the 1st. If you make bond, that hearing is automatically waived and you will receive your next court notice in the mail. If there's a potential that you may not be able to make bond, then you'll have the option of waiving that preliminary hearing. Waiving your preliminary hearing does not affect any of your rights. It is just a decision you're making that you want your case sped up. If you choose to waive your preliminary hearing, you'll be in front of the state court judge within approximately the next 2 weeks. If you are charged with a felony, your next court date is September 21st. And if you're charged with a felony, you're not allowed to waive your preliminary hearing. At this time, I'm going to release you back to the deputies, and they will inform you of how to come up to the podium. When you come up to the podium, I will address you and speak with you regarding your individual charges. Thank you, and follow the orders of the deputies, please. Hey, Mr. Arrington, we're going to do the females first, okay? Good morning, ma'am. What is your name? Can you hear me? Are you Ashley Johnson? Okay, all right. I can't hear you from your mic, but okay, I understand by your nodding. Ms. Johnson, it is alleged that you committed the offense of criminal trespass. Do you understand the allegation, or do you require me to do a formal reading of the allegation, ma'am? If you understand, raise your hand. Okay, all right. Do you want me to read it? Put your hand. If you want me to read it, wave your hand. Okay, all right. Ms. Johnson, I'm going to allow you to sign out an OR bond. A condition of your OR bond is that you have no violent contact with Mr. David Campbell. You may go back home, you may engage with Mr. Campbell, but you cannot get involved in any, pushing, shoving, anything of that nature. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Okay. Your next court date is September the 1st, but you're charged with a misdemeanor, so you have the option of waiving or not waiving your preliminary hearing. What is your decision regarding waiving or not waiving your preliminary hearing?
Not waiving.
All righty. In that case, ma'am, your court date again will be on September 1st of 2020. But again, if you make bond, that date would automatically be waived, and you'll get notice of your next court date in the mail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. Good morning. What is your name, ma'am? Ms. Moss, it is alleged that you committed the offense of criminal trespass as well as criminal damage in the 2nd degree. Do you understand the allegations against you, ma'am, or do you require it to be read to you?
Oh, I understand.
Okay. Ms. Moss, your bond this morning is $5,000. Will you be able to make bond, Ms. Moss?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Moss, again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. A condition of your bond is that you remain law-abiding. Ms. Moss, your court date right now is scheduled to be September 1st, but you have the option of waiving or not waiving your preliminary hearing. If you choose to waive your preliminary hearing, you'll be in front of a state court judge in the next 2 weeks. What is your decision regarding waiving or not waiving your preliminary hearing?
Waiving.
Okay. The deputies there is going to have something for you to sign, and I'll sign it so the clerks will know you want to waive. Thank you, Ms. Moss. Good morning. Your name, please?
Good morning, Judge Richardson.
Ms. Richardson, you're charged with the offense of terroristic threats as well as simple assault. Do you understand the allegations against you, ma'am, or do you require me to read it to you?
I understand the allegations.
Okay. Ms. Richardson, this morning I'm going to deny you bond. And as a condition of when you do make bond, you're to stay away from Ms. Millard's. Do not contact her or just stay away from her. Again, if you violate those terms, you could be subjected to a new charge and you'll not be allowed to make any bond for the remainder of this process.
You said
Ms.
I-
Richardson, listen. Ms.
okay.
Richardson, I'm appointing counsel to assist you, and your next court date is the 21st of September. Okay. What is your question, Ms. Richardson?
I wanted to know, did I have a bond?
Ms. Richardson, I'm denying you bond this morning, ma'am. All right, thank you, and follow the orders of the deputies, please.
So when will I be able to get a
This way,
bond?
you talk to your attorney.
Speak to the attorney.
Your name, please?
Sure, Ross.
Ms. Ross, good morning. Ms. Ross, it's alleged that you pointed a pistol at another. Do you understand the allegations, or do you require it be read to you, ma'am?
You can read them to me, to be honest.
Okay, Ms. Ross, it is alleged that you pointed a gun at one Mr. Struthers. You became upset because he was honking his horn at you. He was parking his vehicle, and it says you were driving through the parking lot. You got out of your vehicle, began to yell at the gentleman while he was inside his vehicle. You then returned to your vehicle, grabbed the handgun, and pointed at the gentleman. That is the basis of the allegation, Ms. Ross.
Okay.
Ms. Ross, your bond this morning is $5,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Sir.
I'm sorry?
Yes, sir. Yes. You're right.
Okay. All righty. Now, Ms. Ross, you're charged with a misdemeanor. Preliminary hearing is set for September 1st. You have an option of waiving or not waiving your preliminary hearing. Again, if you waive your preliminary hearing, you'll be in front of a state court judge within the next 2 weeks. Again, it doesn't affect any of your rights. It's just a decision you're making whether you want to speed your case up or not. What is your decision regarding waiving or not waiving, Ms. Ross?
I kind of misunderstood you. So
Okay.
you're saying September 1st, is that a next court date, or is that, I really misunderstood how you were trying
All
to.
right. That's fine. That's fine. I'll try to break it down for you a little bit better. All right. First thing, if you can, the misdemeanors, the court date right now for misdemeanors is September the 1st.
Got you.
If you make bond, you don't have to show up for that. You'll get your next court date in the mail.
Okay.
Or if you want to speed up the whole process, you can waive and you'll be in front of another state court judge in about 2 weeks. What is your decision?
I'd rather pay the bond and wait for the court date in the
All
mail.
right. Got it, ma'am. Thank you. Follow the orders of the deputies, please. Okay. Good morning, ma'am. What is your name? Ms. Vernon, it's alleged that you possess firearms by one who's been previously convicted. Do you understand the allegations, or do you require to be read to you, ma'am? Ms. Vernon, the bond in that matter is $15,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am? Okay. Ms. Vernon, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Your next court date is the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
$1,000 is 10%, right? Or it's 15,000 straight cash?
You can talk to one of the deputies. They'll break it down for you. They can help you there. Thank you. If I may have Mr. Wagner, please.
Go to the podium and then get everybody else.
How you doing, sir?
I'm well, Mr. Wagner. How are you this morning?
Could be better.
Mr. Wagner, your counselor, Mr. Arrington, is on video here.
All right.
Mr. Wagner, it is alleged that you committed the offense of possession of marijuana, 1 ounce or 1 ounce or less, use or possession of drug-related objects. You also 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, as well as possession of a weapon during commission of a crime. Do you understand the allegation, sir, or do you require to be read to you?
I understand them.
All right. Mr. Wagner, your bond this morning is $21,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes.
All right. You have counsel. I'm sure you're going to enter his appearance. Mr. Wagner, your next court date is the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Stand by, Mr. Wagner. Counsel, you have any questions?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All righty. All right. That's all, Mr. Wagner. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you.
All righty.
Marvin.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All righty. Have a good day now. All righty, deputies, we may start from the top alphabetically.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Banks?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you, sir? Mr. Banks, it is alleged you committed the offense of terroristic threat acts, as well as making harassing phone calls and an offense of stalking. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require it to be read to you?
Yes, sir.
You understand, or you want it to be read?
Yes, sir. I understand what you said.
All righty, Mr. Banks. Mr. Banks, I'm going to deny you bond this morning. And Mr. Banks, when you make bond, you're to stay from Kia Banks, okay? Don't contact her or any of those things. Now, I'm gonna take the moment here just to make one thing very clear again. If it's an allegation that you contact her, you could be facing a new charge and you'll not be entitled to any bond for the remainder of this process. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir. Your
All right,
Honor.
Mr. Banks, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Your next court date, sir, is the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, Mr. Banks.
Your Honor, could I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Is there any way I could sign up the bond because I spent all my money on a bond on Tuesdays?
I can't, sir. No, sir.
Okay, what is my bond? The price?
I'm denying you bond, sir. I'm denying you bond. I'm not granting you a bond. Thank you. Follow the orders of the deputies, please.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Your name, sir?
Nkosi Bell.
All right, Mr. Bell. It's alleged that you possess marijuana 1 ounce or less, use or possession of drug-related objects, 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, as well as possession of firearms during the commission of an offense. Your bond this morning, Mr. Bell, is $21,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Bell, I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you. And again, if you choose to, you can hire counsel, your own counsel later. Your next court date, Mr. Bell, is the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, Mr. Bell.
Thank you, sir.
All righty. Mr. Carroll?
How you doing, sir?
I am well, sir. Mr. Carroll, it's alleged that you obstructed an officer. Do you understand the allegation, or do you require it to be read to you, sir?
Can you please read it to me?
Yes, sir, it is. It basically says that you refuse to obey verbal commands from not leaving the scene of an accident when you were told several times what occurred. You also refused to leave the roadway and resisted arrest. That's the basis of the allegation. Doesn't necessarily, in between me and you, I mean, we can't get into whether it's true or not. That's just the basis of the allegation. Do you understand it? All righty. Your bond this morning is $2,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty.
Is it possible to do it myself, or do I need to?
Sir, you'll have to talk with the deputies there. I mean, how you figure that out is up to you. Now, because you're charged with a misdemeanor, the court dates for misdemeanor is September the 1st. If you bond out, that date will be automatically waived and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Or if you choose to speed up this process, you can do what's called waive, and your case will be in front of a state court judge within the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay, do you understand your options?
Yes, sir. I get it.
Okay, what is your decision? Do you want to just keep that court date?
I'd rather just keep that court date and bond.
All right, sir, that's fine. All right, follow the orders of the deputies, please, and have a good day.
You too.
All right. Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Count.
Hey, sir. Good morning. Sir, it's alleged that you possess marijuana 1 ounce or less, possess drug-related objects, 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, 1 count of possession of a weapon during the commission of an offense, and also possession of a firearm by one who's been previously convicted. Your bond this morning, sir, is $36,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Sir.
All righty, sir. I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you. Your next court date is September 21st, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Judge, I got Drayton from yesterday. You want him next in this slot?
That's fine. Let me get his paperwork. Sure. Mr. Drayton, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, sir?
Not too bad. Mr. Drayton, it's alleged you had a seatbelt violation as well as possessed marijuana 1 ounce or less. Your bond this morning, sir, is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Drayton?
Sir.
All righty, Mr. Drayton, you the court dates right now for preliminary hearing is September the 1st, but you're charged with a misdemeanor. You may waive that. Waiving it just means that you want your case sped up, or you may choose to keep that date. Now, if you make bond, okay, the September 1st date will be waived. It'll be rescheduled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail.
Yes.
What do you understand the difference, and what is your decision regarding waiving or not waiving?
I'm a bond out.
All righty, sir. Thank you, and have a good day. All right.
You do the same. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All righty. Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Good morning, Najee Elder.
Mr. Elder, it's alleged that you committed the offense of theft by receiving stolen property, as well as possess marijuana 1 ounce or less. Your bond this morning, sir, is $10,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Elder?
Of course.
Okay. Mr. Elder, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. And Mr. Elder, your next court date is September the 21st, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, Mr. Elder.
Thank you.
I need to get, go ahead. Let me get ahead.
How you doing this morning,
I'm well. Are you Mr. Governor?
Freeman?
Say again?
Freeman?
Mr. Governor,
Okay, all right. That's fine. That's fine. Freeman, got it. No problem. Yes, Mr. Freeman is an add-on case. Mr. Freeman, it is alleged, sir, that you had an improper display of your license plate, fleeing and eluding, a red light violation, failure to maintain lane, possess marijuana less than an ounce, as well as obstruction. Do you understand the allegations, sir? Hold on, I'm sorry. There's two more charges here.
Yes.
Hold on. There's an allegation that you possess firearm, as well as possessing firearm, having been one who's been previously convicted. All right, do you understand the allegations against you, sir?
Sir.
All righty, I'm not authorized. I'm not authorized to grant you a bond this morning, Mr. Freeman. Your next court date, sir, will be September 21st.
So I gotta sit till September 21st, now?
Correct. September 21st. Well, let me not say that. Let me answer it this way. I'm appointing counsel to assist you, okay? And by appointing counsel to assist you, I'm not sure what that counsel is going to be able to work out between them and the DA. So let me not answer that the way I did. The way I answered that is incorrect. I'm not sure how long you'll be there. I can only tell you what your next court date is.
Why can't I get a bond, Your Honor?
All righty. Mr. Freeman, that's all. Thank you very much.
Your Honor.
leave pen, dog. So.
Mr. Governor? Are you Mr. Governor?
No, I'm Hicksville.
Okay, Mr. Hedspeth. Okay, all right. Hold on a second, sir. All right, sir. It's alleged you committed the offense of terroristic threats. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require to be read to you?
I understand.
All right. Mr. Hedspeth, I'm going to deny you bond this morning, all righty? And when you do make bond, until this matter is over with, you got to stay here from Brianna and Tamara. And also, you can't go back around your house. But I'm putting on here that if you need to get something from your house, you can contact the sheriff and they'll go with you to make sure you get your stuff.
So if I can't get a bond today, and what did I do? Like,
Your next court date, sir, is the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. Mr. Hedspeth, I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. That's the person you have those discussion with. Thank you very much.
Go ahead. I thought you said I could speed it up.
Mr. Governor?
Mr. Governor, bond it out, Judge.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Hold on a second, bond it out. All right, let me have your name, sir.
Henry.
Okay, Shamar Henry. Good morning, Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry says you drove with no license as well as a brake light violation. Do you understand the allegation against you, or do you require it to be read to you?
Yes, sir, understood.
Yes.
All right, and Mr. Henry, the bond is normally $1,500. I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out. Your next court date, Mr. Henry, will be on September the 1st at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 202. Okay, sir?
Sir.
All right. Thank you much. Bye.
Money, sir.
Mr. Hernandez? Good morning. Sir, it's alleged you drove without a license. The bond is $1,000. I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out. Okay, Mr. Hernandez? Your next court date is September the 1st, 8:30 a.m., courtroom 202. September 1st, 8:30 a.m., courtroom 202. Thank you, sir.
Leave it there. Go home. Judge, I got Gilmore.
All righty, give me 1 second. That's fine. Bring him up. Mr. Gilmore, good morning. Mr. Gilmore, it's alleged that you possess marijuana 1 ounce or less, possess drug-related objects, 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. You possess the weapon during the commission of offense, and you possess the weapon by one who's been previously convicted. Mr. Gilmore, my information says that you're on probation, so I'm not authorized to grant you a bond this morning. I am appointing counsel to assist you, and your next court date is the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. Okay, sir? All right, thanks.
Hey, how you doing today?
Well, are you Mr. Holmes?
I'm doing good.
I'm sorry?
So I'm doing good.
All righty. Mr. Holmes, it says that you possessed 1 count. Let me do it this way. You're charged with 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. All righty. Your bond this morning, sir, is $7,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir. I can buy myself up.
Yes, sir. You make it work. 1 second. All right, I'm appointing counsel to assist you, sir. And your next court date is going to be the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
I'm good. Judge,
Yes, sir.
Maldonado is gonna need a Spanish interpreter.
Okay. All righty, we'll see what we can do.
You wanna hold him to the end?
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you what. Have him come up. Wow, hold on. The gentleman that just left before,
Holmes?
no, Hernandez.
Yes, sir.
Can you bring Hernandez back for a minute?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna have him do a little interpretation for me.
Correct.
Mr. Hernandez,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
That's all I need you to do is just hear me. Okay. I'm gonna ask you to ask you for your help. I want to know if you understand what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to tell Mr. Maldonado that he's charged with having no license. Do you understand? And can you tell him that for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And also failing to yield while making a turn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Maldonado, do you understand? Bow your head, shake your head if you understand.
Speak up, Sam.
If you understand what he's charged with, have him wave his hand for me.
Yes, sir.
He's got to wave his hand.
Okay.
All righty. Tell him, put his hands down. I'm going to allow him to sign himself out today. Tell him that for me. Okay, does he understand? Raise his hand.
Okay.
Okay, does he understand he's going to be able to sign himself out?
No money? Okay, no money.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. I'm finished. Sir, your name, please?
Harry Chan Premno.
Say your name again, please?
Harry Chan Premno.
Okay, Primo, okay, all righty, got it. Sir, it is alleged you committed the following offenses: an open container violation, possession of marijuana 1 ounce or less, failing to have your headlights on, having expired tags, as well as driving a suspended or revoked license. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require to be read to you?
I understand, sir.
All righty. Your bond this morning, sir, is going to be $4,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir. Is it possible that I could get an OR? Because I got custody of my daughter Wednesday. And the little money that I had saved up, I had to go to Pennsylvania and get her and all that and bring her back down.
And the answer is I'm not allowed to do that under this one, sir. Now, I'm appointing counsel to assist you.
Okay.
The next court date would be September the 1st. Now, if you make bond, that day would automatically be waived and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Or you have an option if you want to speed it up of waiving. If you choose to speed it up, it won't affect any of your rights. It's just a decision you're making that you want your case sped up. And you'll be in front of a state court judge in the next 2 weeks. What is your decision regarding keeping the September 1st date, or do you want it sped up?
No, I'll keep that because I'll probably, how much, my bond you said is 4,500?
Yes, sir. All righty. Thank you, sir. Follow the orders of the deputies, please.
Thank you, y'all.
All right. Give me 1 second. Your name, please, sir?
Eric Sample.
Mr. Sample, it's alleged you committed the offense of murder, criminal attempt, as well as possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime. I'm not authorized to grant you a bond this morning, Mr. Sample. Mr. Sample, I am appointing counsel to assist you. Your next court date, sir, is going to be on September the 21st at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Shoemate.
Mr. Shoemate, it's alleged you committed the offense of hit and run, as well as driving without a license. Your bond this morning, sir, is $2,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Shoemate, You're charged with an offense. The next court date in misdemeanor offenses is September the 1st. If you make bond, that date will be waived and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Or you may also choose, if you want your case sped up, to do what's called sign a waiver. If you choose to waive, it's just a decision you're making that you want your case sped up. The case will be handled within the next 2 weeks. And again, it won't affect any of your rights. It's just a decision you're making that you want your case sped up. What is your decision? You want to keep the September 1st or do you want your case sped up?
Keep the September 1st.
All righty, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Shoemate. Good morning, sir.
What are you doing?
I am well. What is your name, sir?
O'Neal Taylor.
Mr. Taylor, it's alleged you commit the following offenses, sir. Possession of marijuana, 1 ounce or less, use or possession of drug-related objects, 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, as well as possess the weapon during the commission of an offense. Do you understand the allegations, Mr. Taylor, or do you require it to be read to you?
I understand.
Mr. Taylor, your bond this morning, sir, is $21,000. Would you be able to make bond, Mr. Taylor?
Good.
All right, Mr. Taylor, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. And your court date, sir, is September 21st, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
Thank you.
Greetings, Your Honor.
Good morning.
How are you?
What is your name, sir?
I'm Mark Upton.
All right, Mr. Upton. It's alleged you committed the offense of simple battery, family violence. The bond is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Upton?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Upton, a condition of your bond is that you stay from Gina Smith. Also, sir, that apartment 8082. You're not allowed to go back around that address until this matter is over. All righty, Mr. Upton, you're charged with a misdemeanor offense, so you have the option of what's called, well, let me say it this way. The next court date is September the 1st.
Yes, sir.
But you have an option of waiving or not waiving that preliminary hearing, which is, if you choose to waive it, it's a decision you're making that you want your case sped up. Now, if you make bond, that date would automatically be canceled and you'll receive your next court date in the mail. But if you also want your case sped up, you can waive and you'll be in front of a state court judge in the next 2 weeks.
Sure.
What is your decision? Do you want to wait until September 1st? You want to keep that court date?
Yes, sir. I'll keep the court date.
All righty. Well, thank you, Mr. Upton. All right. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. You have a nice day.
All righty, sir.
That's the infirmary, so, yeah. No, but it ain't gonna 53 though. No. Yeah, but I don't know what, I'll, you know what, he's a week, he'll firefighter. Judge, that's it?
That's all I have, sir. Thank you very much.
It's been a